welcome to the Happy Yokini. My name is Jean. Today I offer about a 25-minute stronger practice focusing on strength and twists. As always, please take whatever it is that you need from this practice, and I hope that you enjoy it. I would recommend at least one block or block-like object, maybe two, and a strap or something that can act as a strap, a belt, scarf, something like that. And we are going to start in a standing position. So come to the front of your mat. Feet are roughly hip width distance apart, maybe a little bit wider, maybe a little bit more narrow, depending on what feels right for your body. And take this first minute or so to rotate on the feet, rock from side to side, perhaps closing the eyes, knees are soft, finding balance between the 2 feet. A place where you find yourself stable. And then when you find that evenness, come to stillness. Pausing here, again, slight bend in the knees, making any adjustments that you need. Press down into the feet. On the inhale, arms reach up. On the exhale, we're going to twist to the right. Arms start to drop. Inhale, arms up, coming back through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to the right. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale to the left. One more time, moving at your own pace. Inhaling, arms up to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, arms lift, back to center. And this time as we exhale, folding forward, pulling the belly in. Head drops. Inhale, bringing the hands to the shins or the thighs, coming up to a flat back, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. 2 more times. Inhale, half lift. Squeeze the shoulder blades together like you're coming into a little back bend. Exhale, forward fold. 1 more time. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bring a slight bend in the knees, press into the feet on the inhale. Come all the way back up to standing. Arms reach up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Pausing here for just a breath or two before we move on to 3 half sun salutations. Inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale and half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to press all the way up to standing, arms reaching up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to press all the way up to standing, arms reaching up. Exhale, hands to heart center. 1 more time. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold, bending at the hips. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press all the way up to standing. Arms reach up towards the sky, maybe a little back bend at the top. Exhale, hands to heart center. Release your hands down to your sides. Maybe palms are gently rotated toward the front of the mat. Pressing down evenly in the feet, finding some lightness and softness in the knees. We'll move through a couple rounds of sun salutations C, which is sun salutations incorporating lunges. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step the left foot back. Left knee comes to the floor. On the inhale, press into that right foot. Arms reach up towards the sky. About 2 breaths here. Keep the back toes tucked and think about pulling the feet towards each other. So notice how this activates the lower body. Reaching up through the arms. Exhale, hands come to the mat. Step the right foot back, coming into a knee plank. On the exhale, lower all the way to the mat. Inhale, half lift into a cobra. Exhale, press up and back for our first downward facing dog. Bring some movement into this first downward facing dog, if that's what your body is calling for. Maybe pedaling out the feet, shaking the head, yes and no, and from right to left. Then coming to stillness, press into the hands. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step between the hands. Right knee comes to the floor. On the inhale, arms, heart reach up towards the sky. Again, keep those right toes tucked. Pull the legs towards each other. Get nice and tall. Exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Step forward, forward fold. Inhale and half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to press all the way up to standing. Arms reach up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale and half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step the right foot back. Right knee comes to the floor. Toes are tucked. Inhale, arms, heart reach up towards the sky. Pausing here, 1 or 2 breaths. Then exhale, hands down to the mat. Step back into your knee plank. Lower all the way to the floor. Inhale, press into the hands for baby cobra. Exhale, hips up and back for downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step up between the hands. Left knee comes to the floor. Inhale, arms reach up towards the sky. Get nice and long in the side bodies. Exhale, hands come to the mat. Step forward, forward fold. Inhale and half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press all the way up to standing. Arms reaching up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to go through it one more time. 1 breath movements. Move with your own breath. Release the hands down to the sides. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale and half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step the left foot back. Left knee drops. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands back to the mat. Knee plank and lower all the way to the floor. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step up between the hands. Right knee comes to the floor. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step forward, forward fold. Inhale and half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press into the feet. Coming all the way up to standing, arms reach up. Exhale, hands heart center. Last side, inhale, arms lift. Exhale, forward fold. Pull the belly in. Inhale and half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step the right foot back. Right knee comes to the floor. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Knee plank and lower to the floor. Inhale to a cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it forward. Left knee comes to the floor. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, hands to the mat, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press all the way up to standing. Arms reaching up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Pausing here for a few breaths. Releasing hands down to your sides. Taking note of how your body is feeling with this little bit of movement. And we will start to move on. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, sit your hips back. Chair pose. Press down evenly in the feet. Activate the legs. Think about shortening the backs of the thighs. Pull the belly in. Inhale to lift the heart. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step back into a plank. Pausing here for your inhale. Extend through the crown of the head. Press into the palms so there's space between the shoulder blades. Press the heels back. Either with knees lifted or knees on the ground. On the exhale, lower all the way to the floor. Come to the tops of your feet. Take either cobra or up dog. Me inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Couple of breaths here, noticing how you feel. Going to fix my microphone. Noticing how this downward facing dog feels compared to any of the other ones. that you've done. And on the inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Take your time getting set up. We're coming up to a crescent lunge. So on the inhale, press into that right foot. Arms reach up towards the sky. Come up high on the ball of that left foot. Think about rolling the left hip forward if that feels okay. If you feel unbalanced, walk your right foot out a little bit. Bring some space between the feet. Make this wide. And then bringing some activation into this. Bend the left knee, coming close to the floor. And we're going to pulse. Just a couple times. And when you're ready, come to stillness, straightening that back leg. Still high on the ball, left foot, left heel reaches towards the sky. Inhale, get nice and tall. Exhale, bring your hands to the mat or 1 or 2 blocks, coming into a standing split. Think about dropping that left hip just a little bit to even out the pelvis. Stay here. Or inhale as you exhale. Start to bend into both knees. Left knee comes behind right calf, coming into a jiva squat. Inhale to press back to standing. Exhale again. Inhale to press back to standing. Exhale again, one more time. Inhale to press back to standing. We're in our standing split. Exhale, bring the left foot to the floor. Inhale, arms reach up, sitting back into your chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Keep that chin tucked just a little bit. Exhale, forward fold. Step back into your plank, pausing here for the inhale. Then your choice with straight knees or knees on the floor, lower, chaturanga. Flip over onto the tops of the feet. Inhale, press through the palms, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips up and back for downward facing dog. Little mini reprieve, hopefully. Think about extending through the side bodies as you press into the palms. Then inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step up between the hands. There's no rush. Take your time. Press into that left foot. And on the inhale, arms reach up towards the sky. Again, coming up high on the ball of the right foot. Right heel is lifted. You don't have to come along with us, but if you want to, start to bend that right knee and then pulse. And then straighten that right leg, still very high, ball of the right foot. Exhale, bringing hands down to the mat as you lift the right leg. Can be on the mat or blocks. Standing split. Again, think about rolling the right hip down towards the floor. Stay here or inhale. Exhale, bending into both knees. Right knee comes behind the left calf. Inhale to come back up. Exhale, lower. Inhale to come back up. One more time. Exhale, lower. Inhale to come back up. Exhale, right foot comes to the floor. Another chair pose. Sit down on the inhale. Arms reach up. Exhale, press into the feet. Hands come to heart center. Pausing here. Release your hands down to your sides. Take any movements your body might be calling for right here. Go ahead and move your blocks off of the mat if you have them there. Another variation of that same little sequence we just did. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, forward fold. Coming into a little bit differently. Exhale, squat into your hips, sink into your hips. Inhale, arms reach up towards the sky. Chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale and half lift again. Exhale, step back to your plank. On the exhale, staying with straight legs or knees on the floor, lower to a push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step up between the hands. On the inhale, again, taking your time, coming up to crescent lunge. Stay here, or on an exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale to get nice and long between the sides. Exhale to twist to the right. Stay upright for 1 or 2 breaths, and then always the option to stay upright or start to bend. Maybe that left elbow hooks onto the outer edge of the right thigh. Press into the palms. Think about twisting, opening the chest to the right. Then on the inhale, arms reach back up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to the mat. Coming into that standing split again. Now, option to do the same types of Jiva squats we just did. Or on the inhale, coming upright, bending the left knee, arms reach up towards the sky. Exhale, sweep the arms back behind you. Left foot comes towards the floor, toes off the right side of the mat. Inhale to come back up. Exhale again. Inhale to come back up. Exhale again. Inhale to come back up. Exhale, chair pose. All right, we got that second side to do. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step back to plank. Pause for the inhale. Think about what you want to do. Exhale, lower all the way to the floor or halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Needing to fix my microphone one more time. All right, second side, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step up between the hands. On the inhale, press all the way up to standing. Arms reach up towards the sky. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Pausing here. You can stay here or inhale, get nice and tall. Exhale, twist to the right or the left. Stay here. Or maybe hook the right elbow on the outer left thigh. Press into the palms to twist to the left. Inhale, untwist arms, reach back up. Exhale, hands to the mat, coming into your standing split. Again, you can do that first original Jiva squat we did, or on the inhale, press into the left leg. Arms reach up as we come up to standing. Right knee is lifted. Exhale, arms sweep back. Right toe maybe touches the floor up the left side of the mat. Inhale to come back up right. Exhale, squat. Inhale to come back up right. Last time. Exhale, come in that squat. Inhale to come back up. Okay, one more time. We got to do that chair pose. Inhale, and as you exhale, press all the way up to standing. Hands come to heart center. Pausing here for a couple of breaths. Noticing how you feel. Release hands down to the sides. Ground down evenly between the feet. Start to activate the feet, the lower legs, the upper legs, the glutes. Maybe you find a little bit of rise through the crown of the head. And then from here, step the left foot towards the back of the mat. Long edge of the left foot is parallel to the short edge of the mat. Bring your hands to your hips. Get nice and tall, and as you exhale, come into a warrior two by bending into that front leg, that front knee. And then inhale, arms out to a T. Think about pulling the mat towards each other with your feet and then pressing the mat away from itself. Notice how that feels. Inhale, left hand comes to left thigh, right arm reaches up and back, reverse warrior. Keeping the same position of the legs. Inhale to come back through warrior two. exhale, side angle. You can bring your right forearm to your thigh. You can bring your hands to a block to the floor. Left arm reaches up towards the sky. Maybe gaze lifts, maybe gaze towards the floor. And on an inhale, coming back up to warrior two, bring your hands to your hips, rotate all 10 toes, face this long edge of the mat. Inhale to get nice and tall, exhale, forward fold, wide-legged forward fold. Be here for about 3 breaths. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Slight bend in the knees. On the inhale, come all the way back up to standing. Rotate the left toes. They're facing the back of the mat. Hands are on the hips. On the exhale, bending into that left knee, left thigh. Inhale, arms out to a T. Again, playing with that action of the legs, so either pulling the feet towards each other or pressing them away from each other. And keeping all of that action that you've just created in the legs. Inhale, right hand drops to the right thigh, left arm lifts up. Reverse warrior. Inhale, come back through warrior two. Exhale, side angle, any variation. Think about pressing that left thigh into the right arm. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips, straighten the left leg. All 10 toes face this long edge of the mat. Inhale to get nice and tall. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. 5 breaths here. Bringing some weight into the balls of the feet. Notice if this changes any action on this pose. Then on an inhale, press into the mat, half lift. Exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale, slight bend in the knees, come all the way back up to standing, and then make your way back to the front of the mat. All right, last little bit here, some more chairs, some more twists. A little bit of balance if you want to go there. So again, find your even stance. Steady, whatever feels steady and strong for you. Palms are rotated towards the front of the room. Slight bend in the knees. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, chair pose. Pull the belly in. Weight in the heels. Inhale to get nice and tall. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Again, inhale and get nice and tall. Exhale, twist to the right. We're still in our chair. Stay here like this, or maybe the left elbow hooks to the outside of the right thigh. Press evenly into the feet. Stay here, or start to bring weight into the right foot, and then step that left foot back. So now we're in a revolved lunge position. Nothing we haven't done yet. Now, we can stay in this and make our way to the front of the mat, or look down towards your right foot. Bring weight again into that right foot. Keep the left elbow to right thigh. Maybe that left foot reaches up off of the floor. And then when you're ready, left foot comes back down to the floor. Inhale, arms reach up. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Exhale, chair pose. One more side. Inhale, get nice and tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. On an exhale, twisting to the left. Staying here, or perhaps hooking that right elbow to the left thigh. Stay here, or look down at the left foot. Bring the weight into the left foot. Step the right foot back. Now we're in this revolved lunge. Okay, you know where we're going. If you want to go with us, look down at the left foot, bring the weight into the left foot, keep that right elbow on the left thigh, start to walk the right foot up. Maybe that right foot lifts. Whew. And then when you're ready, right foot comes to the floor. Inhale, press all the way up to standing. Take a hold of the left wrist with your right index finger, right thumb, and lean to the right. Come back up to center. Switch the grasp. Lean to the left. Little side stretch. Inhale, come back upright. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, just got to make it down to the floor, and then we're good to hit our Shavasana. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale and half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Start to lower, 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 lower until you come to your seat. And then make your way onto your back. Have your block or block-like object. And offer for a supported bridge. So feet are about hip-width distance apart, flat on the floor. When you're ready, press into the feet to lift the pelvis up. Bring that block on any height underneath the sacrum, that wide, big bone of the pelvis. Hands can be in any position. Be here for about 5 breaths. Feel free to stay in any of these postures as long as you would like, but I'm going to move us forward. So as you're ready, press into the feet to lift the pelvis up off of the floor. Bring that block out from underneath you. Grab your strap. Bend the right knee into the chest. Wrap the strap around the ball of the right foot and extend that left foot long up towards the sky. You can keep the left foot on the floor, or you can start to extend it out. If you have any tension in the lower back, I'd recommend keeping that left foot, the left knee bent and foot flat on the floor. Press through the heels if both legs are extended. Notice if you're holding tension here in your shoulders, can you just soften into that? Make this an passive active stretch or active passive stretch. And then from here, rotate the right foot so the toes are pointing towards the right, the heel is pointing towards the left. Bring both straps into the left hand, and we're going to cross the right leg over just a little bit over midline so you can start to feel that stretch in the outer right thigh and hip. Just doesn't need to be extensive. And on an inhale, come back up to center. Release the strap around the right foot. Allow the right foot to extend long alongside the left. Pausing here for just a moment to notice how the sides of the body feel. And then when you're ready, bending the left knee into the chest. Putting the strap around the ball of the left foot. Pressing through the heel. And again, the right foot can either be flat on the floor or you can extend the right leg long. Again, check in. Are you holding a lot of tension in your shoulders? Can you soften there and still get that stretch in the back of the leg? When you're ready, rotate the left toes through pointing towards the left heels pointing towards the right, and then allow the left leg to fall ever so slightly over your midline until you get that nice sensation, the outer left thigh and hip. Inhale to come back up to center. Bend the left knee. Release the strap. Again, extend the left leg long to feel how the two sides feel now. And then bring your feet to the floor, the knees into the chest. Give them a little hug, squeeze, roll around. And then bring the feet down to the floor. Step the hips over a couple inches to the right. Bring the knees back into the chest and allow the knees to fall to the left. You can have a block or a blanket or something under the knees if the floor is a little far. You can have your arms out to a T if you'd like, or maybe cactus. Two more breaths. And on that second exhale, bringing knees back into center, feet come to the floor, shifting hips a few inches even further to the left. The knees come back into the chest and then fall to the right. Noticing the differences between the two sides with curiosity. Two more breaths. And on that second exhale, knees come back up to center and starting to make your way into your version of Shavasana. So that could be legs extended long, it could be on your side, it could be with feet flat on the floor. But I do encourage you to take a couple of minutes of rest here. I will hold this space for approximately 6 minutes, and I will sound the singing bowl when that time is up, so you don't need to worry. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, my name is Jean. This is the Happy Yogini. It is such an honor and a pleasure to be here with you. Namaste.